My name is Richard Doyle. I'm a shareholder and managing director of this business. We're a small animal veterinary practice based in Upminster in Essex. We have two sites. We have this site, which is our main hospital, and then we have a wellness centre up in the neighbouring Brentwood, where we concentrate more on wellness issues. This is more an A&E kind of hospital. So we had a call from our practice accountants, and they said that they were putting on this 2-day seminar with this business coaching organisation, and they strongly suggested that one of us partners go. So I put my hand up and off I went, and they talked about business and growth and how that happens, and the financial realities of growing a business, the risks and so on. And then enter Andy and his co-coaches. So they did their pitch, and I came back to the practice with what I'd learned, and I realized then that we were sailing in the dark. We were flying by the seat of our pants. We had no real structure, and we were making all our decisions based on gut feel. And I could see straight away that it's a maze, and there's snake pits everywhere. So anyway, we as a partnership then decided, okay, we would go for an inaugural meeting with Andy and just see where that went. So at that meeting, Andy took each one of us 5 partners aside and talked to us about our personal goals, our ambitions, our aspirations, not only for ourselves personally, but also for the business. And then we had this roundtable discussion where each of the 5 put their cards on the table, and then Andy tried to get us all aligned as to what our communal vision for the business was. What Andy has done for us is he's shown us a blueprint for developing the business, and it starts with the simple question of, what's your why? Why are you doing this? Is it to make money? In which case there are other ways to invest your money to make money. Why have you chosen this? So mining down to your why is always the first step, and then the next bit is creating the structure to achieve that. And through Andy's coaching, we have been able to identify our why, identify our vision, and create a structure to support the pursuit of that vision. So what Andy was able to do every week, and it seemed like every week he would open up a whole nother can of worms, which I didn't even know were there, and we would have a quick recap, and I'd have to present the week's financials to him, and we would go through, and he would sort of question this and question that, and it forced me to actually every week get our weekly management accounts and look at them, because I knew he was going to start asking me questions. But then he would say, so how has the week gone? And I would say, okay, this has been good, this has been not so good. And it seemed like every week he had something to add, which got me thinking or highlighted an area which I hadn't thought of or hadn't realized was a problem, or an area that needed advancement or digging into. Literally every week, I would come away thinking, man, I didn't even realize that was a thing. And how did he know? Because he only knows what I'm telling him. And it wasn't even on my radar, so how did he pick that up? And it would be like that every single week. But slowly but surely over a 5-6 year period, he helped me to help us to build the infrastructure, the monitoring tools, all those things that we needed to jump up to the next level. And then it was, okay, so we want to jump up again. Do we? So that was also a big question, just how big do you want your business to get? What is your goal here? So understanding what the goal was, what the ambition was, what we actually wanted to do. And to get not buy-in, but consensus amongst the stakeholders as to what we actually wanted to do as a group with the business. So it wasn't just about me, it was about the business. But Andy was able to shine a light on all of these things, hold me accountable. So you'd say, okay, fine, so your job for next week is X, Y, and Z. First thing next week is, okay, how did that go? Okay, well, I wasn't able to do, you know how it goes. And he would say, okay, fine, so what was the impediment? How do we deal with that impediment? We need that data, or we need that system changed, or whatever. So what Andy's influence on this business has been, and there's absolutely no way on earth we would have been able to grow the business to the extent that we have without Andy's help. No way at all, ever.